All right, hello everyone. Welcome, welcome. Getting a late start today. Girlfriend joined, but just in time for Power Hour. Um, Man, I'm really gonna be trying to play fun here. I think we're gonna wait for a little bit of a pullback, but I think we got a lot of juice left in fun. So um, I am probably gonna add on this breakout right here. Um, Wanted RSI to reset a little bit on the 1 minute. I think we could see a little bit of a pullback. We just did diverge on MACD, so could see some more upside on here. 5 minute chart, MACD's still looking fine. We're about to curl on the 15 minute, and the 5 minute looks decent. So all right. Good morning. Yeah. Thanks. Yeah. All right. All right. Sorry, I'm reading some Discord. Thought about playing fun, but thought it was overextended. Nah, we're gonna play. I think we're gonna play fun. I do think that we potentially have a cup and handle forming today. I think that we could see 100% right here. We have so much volume. Volume is starting to increase, so I'm gonna wait for a dip right here. Like I said, I want to see a dip when this RSI is underextended. So maybe if we can buy in this 10 threes. Yeah, I am looking to, like I said, I am looking to enter a position. Let's see. I think this has a lot of steam left, so um, put all my DWAC profits and slap my bills next month's rent with it. Did you really make a lot on DWAC? Heck yeah. I'm still not. I'm still looking for a play on fun. Still, we're gonna look. Man, not a bad spot to enter right here. We are kind of filling out this flag right here. I'm gonna look real quick. So this is obviously our flag right here. I would like to buy in here. We're gonna buy somewhere in here. I got my market order pulled up. I want to see a little bit of a dip. I think that this bull flag is gonna need just another minute to consolidate. But yeah, we could get crazy up here. Like I said, I'm not entering yet, but again, if we see a pullback, we'll see. Um, we'll see. If you guys are joining in, welcome, welcome. Um, Not too sure where I'm gonna buy at, but we'll see. It's a nasty candle. Maybe on a bigger pullback, we'll see. Maybe we do end up seeing maybe a pullback on this, maybe to like $9. We'll see. I do think we have a lot of room to run. Again, you know, we are up 500% today, so just be a little bit cautious. Are you looking to enter at 1140? No, I'm gonna be looking to enter probably down at like $9. If we get down to like an early 9, we'll see. I think an early 9 would be a okay entry. Let's see. Not even a bad spot to buy. I think this is just going to grind all day. So again, coming into power hour, we're starting to see a lot more volume come through. So um, I want to see it, like, again, I'd like to see a little bit more of a pullback, but we'll see. Just because we are coming into power hour, we could definitely see some big moves. Let's see. If you guys are tuning in, welcome. Oh, welcome. Actually, we're putting this high or low right here, so gonna see. I might put a starter. My goal would probably be. I mean, like, we have a lot of room up now. Especially, we did hit 1165 right here. We got a nice pullback. So if we can get like these early 9s, that's what I'd like to see. But we do have room pretty high as long as this market stays hot. So I'm gonna alert that out. I'm gonna start a position down at these low 10s, just a small position, and then we'll see from there. Okay. Okay, I did end up scooping up a couple of shares here. No, I'm going to be looking to enter right here. So I'm just adding a few shares right here. Just added a few shares at 10, and then we'll see. Anywhere in these low 10s, I think, is a potential swing area just for the day, a day trade, obviously. I'm going to, accumulate hopefully down in this range. I think we have a larger move that could come up. So that's what I'm going to play here. And then I'm going to put my stop at 928. I think 928 is a decent stop. I'm just looking at these orders coming through. Like, we have this 19,000 here. We're starting to pick up a lot of these big orders. So there's some big money flowing in right now. Again, I'm going to keep looking at our order flow. That's going to be a big telltale sign. We don't want to see too many big dumps out of here. I watched your video on your 208. With that being said, do you think it's time to buy Facebook and the Gap up? I mean, let's take a look. So my problem is here on the 1 hour. Well, I remember when I said that if we break this, it's worth a chance. We're sitting right here. It's definitely worth a dip buy if you hold like 320s a stop. We're sitting right on there, so that is another opportunity. We also, on the chart, we also have an inverted head and shoulders coming in. So the main thing is we want to see the market pick up, but we do have a head and shoulders. We have a head right here, a shoulders, and a head. So we have an inverted head and shoulders. How much are you doing per day? What do you mean? I don't know what you mean per day. All right. So, okay, cool. So we are gonna. I did take some down in these 10s, these low 10s for a swing. We'll see. Still see a lot of big orders coming through, so we'll see what happens. Not really worried. All right, so I am okay. I did pick up some more shares in here, so I got an average of about 10-1. And then we're gonna swing this up a little bit. Hopefully, we'll see. I don't know how much you make per day. I don't know what that means. Okay, so I did start a position at 10. I think that we could go crazy today into power hour. So I'm gonna go use the restroom real quick. I will be right back. Don't leave. I'll be right back. All right, sorry, I'm back. Oh, sweet, fun's ripping. Nice. Um, nice. Sorry. Back. So let's see. In money, of course. In money. What do you mean? I don't know what that means, Coven. I'll take a look at BBIG here in a sec. I'm kind of focused on fun reading these order flows right now since I do have a good position size. So um, I will take a look in a sec though. Like I said, I got an average at around 10-10, so I don't know what I'm really looking for on technicals right here. As long as the graph goes, I think that, coming into power hour, he could make some crazy plays. So, um, All right, cool. That I see an 11 break. I'm going to scale some off at 11, though, for a 10% gain. If we do get up to 11, that's going to be kind of where I start scaling some out, just because when we're playing very, very high volatile names like this, I like to scale out early. You don't know what can happen with these. I am in at $10, but, you know, we can... Nice. I'm gonna keep my stop limit. If you guys are tuning in, welcome. We've flown into fun right now. So, when are you looking to sell out? I already sold out half my position, but I sold out half my position, but I am looking to probably I'm gonna, as long as this trend stays intact, I'm gonna hold it for a little bit longer. I'm looking at the bigger picture here. You know, we're coming into power hour. We could definitely see some big moves, but you know, it's very, very volatile. So just make sure you're being careful with your buys. I mean, what I'm saying is, if we do break 1150 again, we have no resistance up to 24. Not saying we're gonna hit 24, but you know, we don't really have that much resistance. So again, just kind of reading the ticker tape. I'm seeing lots of big orders come through. Nothing. I mean, we're getting 3,000s right there. That's $30,000, 40,000 right there. You know, a lot of thousands coming in. Not really a lot of reds on here yet. Here's some big orders coming through as well. Big greens. I'm waiting for like a huge block to come through. But yeah, looks pretty good so far. As long as we can hold this, I'd love to break over this 1150 level, and I think we could see a big run, but we'll see. Where is your orders? And so I do it on E-Trade. If you want to join the Discord, I'll show you. I don't really like people looking at my stuff, so I have this is an account that I made just to chart and stream with. Use E-Trade too. They have better execution rates and stuff like that that I use. They have, for me, it's just faster. There's different market makers you can choose from, stuff like that. Makes it a little bit easier. Not that I, you know, play massive positions or anything, but okay. What I am looking possibly, what I'm possibly seeing right here is a potential bull flag. This is exactly what we have going on here. We have a nice bull flag setting up. We're starting to coil in here. A break over, again, an 11 would probably send this. We'll see if we can hold this bull flag. RSI is already cooled off too. I want to see where MACD sitting on the 5-minute. 5-minute looks good too. We'll just have to see. If you guys are tuning in, and welcome. If you have any questions, what chart is that up? I just walked in. Oh, you're fine. It's fun. PHUN. Just playing it very, very small. Yeah, Sam. Yeah, you can look at level 2 on Robinhood. I don't know. I think it's kind of fun is kind of running off a DWAC. It's the same thing. I took a little bit of a position just for fun. We'll see. DWAC, I'm probably sure, has the same exact setup here. Yeah, DWAC is following fun. Fun is just moving quicker, so that's why I'm following fun instead. When I'm swing trading, fun can make some bigger moves, so that's what I want to see here. Let's see, is E-Trade better than Webull? It depends what you like. I mean, all have their ups and downs. I like TD Ameritrade. I like their Thinkorswim platform. I do like that. E-Trade is fine as well. I mean, all these big brokers are decent. You're 110. Not sure. I don't think we'll get back there, but maybe we'll get some nice hits this after hours. We'll see. I mean, these names are what we did is we flushed this morning, so this is a flush. We have these big push-ups. We flushed this morning. The great buys would have been in the 786 area for fun, but I still think we could see some moves up. So I'm going to be patient on this. I have my, is he trading T? No, I'm trading fun, PHUN. Check TDAC, my guy. 135% growth. Let's see what the chart looks like. All right, we'll take a look at this. You said TDAC. All right. There's a big order for $100,000 right there on the level 2, or on the ticker, sorry. All right, let's take a look. Don't see any growth on here, honestly. I don't see any growth. I don't see any actually earnings, so probably stay out of that for long term. It's a SPAC going public. Doesn't look like it has that growth, but I'll take a look at it in a sec. See what Fun wants to do here. Such a volatile chart on Fun. I mean, we are up 500% today, so expect big moves. Should bounce off of this area. We are following this trend line right here on the 5 minute, so we'll see if we can hold this 10 area. I think that's where it's going to land. Maybe even at 984. Be a big level to hold. We were pretty overextended, so good to see get some cool off before earnings possibly on this name. We'll see. But yeah, that actually is a nice flag forming in here on the 5 minute. Close down this level 2 a little bit, get a better view of that chart. Or not level 2, sorry, ticker tape. Good bull flag forming right here. Hopefully we can break this, 1060, 1070 level. And I wonder what our level 2. Level 2 on something like this is going to be interesting to read as well. It's pretty thin, though, as you would expect. We got some big numbers at this 1050 coming in. Not a lot of, there's not a lot of resistance up on here. That's getting bought up pretty quick. Waiting to see if we get any big orders come through. That wasn't Trump if it was FOMO. There's definitely some FOMO coming on for sure. I already feel bad. I already know some people this morning probably got stuck bag holding. I mean, we went $24 down to like, 9 on Fun. You got to be careful with these volatile moves. You got to make sure, you're playing small with a tight stop loss, waiting for the play to come to you. So, I saw Fun down here consolidating, so at around a 10. So net XP down today. Do you think the reason is because Fun taking volume? No, I just think that the market's kind of crappy right now. NXTP's got a lot of catalysts coming up, so I am going to be holding it. But I did take off a few shares. I'm going to be patient with that one. I did a lot of DD last night on it. It's pretty much like Affirm. There's a new app coming through. They already have investors. Their revenue was up 7,000% this quarter. So I'm going to be patient on that. So I will be patient on that. Getting really close for another breakout on Fun, possibly. Again, we are filling in this bull flag really, really nice. We're flirting with that top resistance line as well. So I think that could be a break right here. We'll see. Would love to, again, I would love to see 11, but again, we'll see. We have a lot of room to go up. We also have a lot of room to fall, but we'll see. Good time to add on NXTP. Yeah, I mean, what I said again, NXTP is going to be a longer term swing. So again, I'm still not even done averaging in. Seems like a good spot. Seems like we might have found a bottom here. We did break again. We did break a lot of support today, but the problem is the market right now is just not holding up for names like that. But yeah, I still think it's okay. Crazy how much so much little volume moves this. CRTD is trending too. Interesting. I wonder how many. Gosh, I know there's probably a lot of people that made a lot of money on fun in this other one. I'm sure there's a lot of people that lost a lot of money as well, unfortunately. You know, today was very, very volatile this morning. I mean, we went up like, I think like literally 300% this morning. And with all those halts and stuff, it's really, really hard to kind of get out or, you know, yeah, it's just really hard to get out with those halts sometimes. You know, you get stuck in those halts down or up and you don't want to sell. So, especially during those halts, it can get very, very choppy. That's for sure. Can't pull up NXTP on this chart though. We'll take a look. My problem is I really thought that we were going to bounce today. Starting to look actually kind of bearish the chart because what I saw is we had this big after hours pump off of great earnings right here. So I waited to the right here. We had this big pump right here. So I was waiting for this gap to fill down at 240. Bought down at this 240, and we did keep falling. Want to see this break over like 224, but again, I still like this company long term. The problem is like I thought that 240 ads were good, down about 10% from those, but I do think we'll see a jump. If you guys are tuning in, welcome, welcome. If you have any questions, let me know. And take a look. I think Fun is getting ready for the next big push up. We'll see. Over 11, we could see some big moves, but just gonna have to see if we can hold that level. We weren't able to hold 11 last time we pushed over it. And also the problem with APPS is that Snap, it's kind of in the same relevance as Snap. Everything in the digital market, kind of like ads, Snapchat, stuff like that has been down today just off of Snap. But APPS will have good earnings. Never fails me. Getting really, really close to support right here. If you guys are new, welcome. If you guys got any questions, let me know. We'll take a look. We can look at other stocks too besides Fun. I'm just playing it right now. Just a very, very, very small position. Very small. Nothing too crazy. Because again, this can move very quick. I did take some shares off at 11, and there we go. That could be some further downside. Did break that support line right there. I'll give it a chance to see if we can't push back above it, but might be over. Cool. If you guys are joining, welcome. If you have any questions, let me know. Is fun done? I don't know. It's very, very volatile. Um, Again, I really wanted to see us push back over this support line, so I want to see us get back over 10 right here on this push. Um, I still think we could make some moves, but again, just play small and have a good stop loss. My stop loss didn't get hit yet. I had it right at 925, so we didn't actually get hit right there, but pretty close. Possible double bottom forming right here, potentially. Um, Again, if we can break above this resistance line, we could move a little bit. Oh, thanks for all the subs coming in. Appreciate it. Means a lot. Thanks. What about Dwok? So Dwok is going to be moving off of, if we probably compare the charts, they're moving probably simultaneously. They're moving probably right within each other, I would imagine. Actually, Dwok looks a little bit better. Doesn't. They're really pretty much moving right with each other, so we'll take a look. These are sympathy plays to each other, so they're going to move pretty much together. Dwok does look a little bit worse. Again, I would not recommend buying Dwok up here near $100. I mean, we were very, very overextended. I'm just thinking during power hour we could make a push. For Dwok, I would like to see a break above 107 before we're bullish again. Over 107 could be okay. Again, they are sympathies. They're moving together, so do keep that out. Keep an eye on that. See a breakout. That's a big order right there. When we look at level, you can see our orders. So 1,000 is going to be about 1,000 orders of funds going to be sitting at about $10,000. So you know, there's lots of volume coming in on here if we actually look at it. I mean, even people, you know, there's just lots of traders on this right now. Do you think they could both move after hours? I'd want to see that we close, if we close strong. If we close strong, most definitely. If we close weak, no. Usually stocks can run after hours if they close strong. So if we have a strong close on both of these names, we could potentially see some movement after hours. But if it's pretty weak, I'd probably say no. Yeah, we're just gonna have to see if they can, you know, if they stay strong. You know, if we close strong at 2 o'clock in a few hours, if we close, with some strength, we'll see. They could move after hours. Some people want me to look at Prague. We'll take a look. Ooh, Prague is the support line right here, sitting at about 285 with a stop loss at 278. That's a good looking risk reward. We could definitely see some movement out of this bull flag we've been forming all day. Crazy how much orders we're getting in here. You think of $1,000 or 1,000 is about $100,000. So I mean that's $8,600 people are, or 86,000. Crazy. Even these 100 orders are $10,000 worth. So lots of volume when we think about it. Prague looks okay. Let's see if we can break for Prague. If we can break this, if we can break about $3 on Prague, or more like $2.95, we can make some big moves. trying to touch our tops, touch our top resistance line right here on Fun. We're getting close, possibly to breakout. Thoughts on DATS? Had a strong start. I actually like DATS for a swing, but I haven't looked at look at the chart. We'll take a look. DATS. I don't like this. We had a really, really strong start, kind of faded out today. Not a lot of strength. So I'd probably have to say no. Really wants to break out. It's getting really, really close here on this falling wedge. Just doesn't want it. We're super close. We just need to see a strong push past 1050. Should be good to go if we can. Over 1050, we could see Fun get pretty exciting. Again, I have an average right now that I'm sitting on Fun at $10. I did sell some off at 11, and I got to stop at 928. So we'll see if that can hold. If we do break. Yeah, usually names that kind of gap up in the morning like that and fade away, try to stay away from for the most part. They tend to be usually pretty bearish for the rest of the day. There was a big spike on DATS this morning, but again, kind of faded away. And I think that DATS, it is a digital ad encrypted by the blockchain, so kind of the same thing as Fun and the other one running. So it could be maybe a sympathy play that was running this morning on that big gap up off of all of these. So that definitely is a possibility that could happen as well. And sorry, DWAC, I always forget the name. DWAC, Digital World Acquisition. Crazy that I don't think we've ever seen a SPAC over $100. For a SPAC, we've really seen over $100, so that's crazy. Pretty crazy to see, SPACs up 100% or 1,000% since their floor. Definitely wish I bought at 10, but it's all right. I wonder how much Trump. I wonder if Trump has any shares in Fun or sorry, the other one, DWAC. Curious if he has what his equity positions are. I know they're an SPAC acquisition, so he probably doesn't have anything of this SPAC, but they're merging, so some of that value will transfer over to him, I believe. Let's see. Take a look at FAMI. I haven't really liked FAMI. People have been asking me about it. FAMI. I don't really see any gaps that it's filled down or up. Still a pretty bearish looking chart. Don't like FAMI. Not a big fan, to be honest with you. Unfortunately. Fun is so close to breaking out. It really wants it. I'm just seeing really big orders come through. That's everyone's stop loss at 10 getting hit right there. Look at that. This is why stop losses on this are hard. We see this 10 break, and look at all these stop losses. Just loads of stop losses getting hit at 10. Some pretty big size orders too. That's why it's really hard to keep stops on here. Because look, we already passed back up that. Maybe that was someone trying to break that 10 stop loss. But yeah, crazy stuff. Those people are already out money. DAT's going to make a move. I don't think so. If you are in it, hopefully, but not really too confident in that. Geez. Yes, that's crazy. I always like looking at those stop losses that get triggered at 10. And I'm sure people just put them at 10 again, so we'll probably see some being held at 10. 10's a big mental level for stock, so I see why there's stop loss put in there. But for me personally, I'd rather do something like 990. But yeah, I don't like it either. For bag holding, since I just don't see any spikes in the future. if you join the Discord, yeah, maybe put it in some hyper growth. Such a good day to add some APPS. It's been up like 50% the last month, so this 7% drop today is a gift if you haven't been in APPS. So it could be something to think about. Intel, wow, Intel's taken a big nosedive too. I don't know what their earnings were. I think they reported yesterday. Something about that. If you guys are new, welcome, welcome. Appreciate all the follows coming through. If you have any questions, let me know. We're just kind of taking a look on fun because it's got all the volume. Can we break over this 1025? Yes, we can. Can we see some follow through? No, we can't. A lot of resistance up in this 1025 area for now. Again, love to see this break of 1150. Lucid's my problem is that we have no earnings. Yeah, Snap is down 25%, which is taking my APPS down, unfortunately. Lucid I don't like. It doesn't have any earnings, which bothers me a lot. But when I'm looking at this channel play right now, if it works. Sorry, level 2 is eating up a lot of data. There's so many orders coming and it's freezing my screen. There we go. Looks like we had a lot of resistance back up at 27. With these ranges, I call these range plays. I only buy at the bottom and I only sell at the top. If we did ever break this 30 level, I would go long. So I do think there's a chance that we do come back here to the $17 range. So if we hit 17, I might. But my problem is their cash on hand's running out and we're getting really, really close to another dilution that's going to need to happen. So for me, I tend not to want to play that too much. Okay, looks okay on fun. Again, I'll be excited if we can break that 1150 level going into power hour. I wonder what our volume's looking like. Still not a ton of volume. Again, I'll be patient on this one. I have a decent average with a good stop loss. I already scaled some out at 11, so I'm not going to lose on this trade regardless if I hit my stop loss or not. So that's what's great when you enter a day trade. Yeah, you're welcome. When you enter a day trade, you really want to make sure that you're playing your risk reward. So I'm playing very small. I put my stop loss on, but I scaled some out at 11, so I found out what I would break even at, and then that's where I put my new stop loss at. So I'm pretty much can't lose on this trade. I can't lose on this trade. So obviously I'd like it to go up, but when I'm day trading, I set it up in a way that if the chart looks primed, I'll play it, but whatever happens, I'm protected from my stop loss and my position size. So not a lot of worrying for me coming on right now for whatever happens on fun. And that's the good thing about, putting in a good stop loss, knowing what you're doing. So times like this is less stressful when you're in a day. I did protect myself. Do you think fun could tank after hours? Is it too hard to say? We're going to have to wait for a close. If it closes strong, we can go strong in after hours. If we close weak, we'll probably see it tank. That's how it usually goes. Again, if we can somehow, if we can hit if we have a lot of momentum coming in at the end of the day, maybe if we hit 13, 14, something like that. If we close strong, we could see some movement. But if we close weak, I'm playing with a little bit of course money now. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that. I made a little money play, just small. Always protect those profits though. I did make a lot of money off of DWAC yesterday. I found DWAC. We found a really, really good buy zone. And I think the server we were up 70%, or no, 60%. I think 70% at a time, but I took out at 60%. It's kind of where my target was. We'll take a look at CEI. Don't know if CEI is down today. In general, it's going to be pretty bearish. We did look like we broke a lot of support. CEI, my problem here is, and I have been saying this for a while now. Yeah, we look bearish. I said once we break this 165 level, we're going to be bearish. If we could have broken 185, we would have been bullish. We did break down. We are starting a bear flag right here. So for now, I am bearish on CEI. I'm probably long-term bearish as well, unfortunately. Yeah, I mean, congrats. Could you take a look at yeah, that one's trending. We had a good flush this morning. We had a pop and a flush. Benny. Wow. What's the news on this? Started to get a lot of volume right here. Wouldn't play it. It does look pretty overextended. And my problem, we are starting up a bull flag, but my problem is we got a big gap down to 1262. Yeah, let's see. We got a lot of volume though on that move up. If you were gonna play this with a 1331 stop would be the way. You'd have to have a 1330 stop on there. Could see some moves on there, but yeah, I want to see a 1330 stop most definitely. We'll throw on RSI to kind of see what our if we're oversold or overbought. This is how we can use some dip buying. So again, on the 1 minute, we're pretty overextended, so I'd want to see a little bit of a pullback or some more consolidation in here before I'd enter. And then on the longer term time frames, yeah, we're pretty overextended, but we'll see. We'll see if this bull flag can form in right here. If this bull flag can form in, we can kind of lose it. We could do good. Does look okay though. I wonder what the news is on it. Does anyone know what the news is on Benny? Does look like we could make some moves though. We did pick up a lot of volume today. Again, still want a better dip buy, but thing is moving quick. Funds being very, very choppy right now. Not choppy. It's just sitting here consolidating. It's kind of making up in its mind what it's going to do. But yeah, big moves off of that chart. Take a look at the time and sales. I want to see what if we're getting any big orders coming through. Yeah, really big orders coming through. We see some 8,000, some 4,000 blocks right there. So yeah, there's definitely some big orders coming through. People looking to get in. Nice dip on this RSI right here. Not a bad spot in this bull flag to buy if we were going to buy. Right here at 1359 is not a terrible idea. If we could fill this gap down, that would be ideal. But this 1330 level RSI has cooled off, possible double bottom. So if we can hold this, might not be a terrible spot. Oh, really? Same CEO? Okay. I see. Okay. Ideally, if we could fill this gap down at 1271 would be my buy zone. But it's, again, very, very volatile. Have to be careful with that. Same CEO. Okay, I see. So if we do close this gap, can you look at orders coming in for DATs? Yeah, I'll take a look in a sec. But ideally, if you could hit this 12.7 right here, this gap right here, if that fills, that'd be good. But again, anything in here for potential move. RSI has decreased quite a bit. We got a lot of momentum. So, geez, half me wants to. We'll see what happens with fun. If we hit my 928 stop, I might jump over to Benny. We'll see. Could see some big moves on here, just because it's a sympathy. Yeah, we could see some big moves. Again, would like to wait for this gap fill down to 1269. That'd be a really nice spot. All right, perfect. Look how we filled this gap down right here to 1272. We did bounce off of there as well. So I'm going to wait for it to kind of form a little bit. We'll see. That was the gap fill. I wish I would have had a buy order at around 1271, but not terrible. Man, I kind of wish I had a limit order down here at 1271. We'll see what happens. Nice bullish engulfing potentially forming right here. Bullish engulfing is where the bodies meet at the same point, and this green candle is bigger than the red. So this is a bullish engulfing perfect candle that just formed, usually a pretty bullish sign. You can think of the other way if on the red side for bearish engulfing, but I use bullish engulfings a lot. Sometimes they work out. You know, ideally you'd rather see it on like a 5-minute time frame compared to a 1 minute, but sometimes those do work out. Appreciate all the subs coming through. If you guys do like the content, the Discord is below. All that stuff as well. Appreciate all the likes on the video. It helps the algorithm push it up so other people can find it as well. So I do appreciate that. Interesting. We'll see what happens here. Like I said, we filled that gap perfectly right here. We usually bounce on those gap fill plays. Once we hit that bottom gap, we usually bounce off of there. So, again, wish I would have put in a limit buy right there at 1272. That would have been the smart move, but I missed it. I did talk about it, though. Still going to be patient on fun. We could see some big moves, but it's being kind of choppy right now. Don't really like that we broke down from that 10 level. Hopefully we can reclaim that. Yeah, big moves from Benny. Really, really nice. Wish I would have bought at that gap like I talked about, but that's okay. If you guys are new, welcome. If you have any questions, let me know any things we want to look at. We're just kind of taking a big look at Fun and Benny because those are the names that are moving right now. Fun sometimes to play as long as you have a tight stop and you play small. Interesting. And we probably will have a breakout coming up soon. If we can break over about 14, we have another breakout. We are flirting with this resistance line right here. Over 14, we'll probably have another big move if we can see that. Still some. I'm just eyes glued to this ticker tape. This ticker tape can tell a lot of the stories seen if we're seeing any big buys and sells, but lots of big buys coming through surprisingly up here. Again, over 14 is a big pivot point. Thoughts on CRTD? We'll take a look. I don't really like. We had this big jump today. Sold off completely. Don't like it. Probably stay out of there. Yeah, that was a huge move. CRTD jumped 100% this morning and just came roaring back down. Crazy moves out of that. If you guys are new, welcome. Appreciate all the subs, likes. If you guys have any questions, we can go over that. Again, usually we're live every day. We usually don't just stare at a chart like this, but it's fun sometimes on these, parabolic movers. Thoughts on Snap? Likely to go lower or higher? That depends on what you think of. I mean, we had a huge gap down today. I think we might have some short-term pain still, but if you do like the company long-term, it's a great buying opportunity. What we'll do is we'll put Snap on here. We're gonna take off this time in sales for this level 2. I want to see what our 200-day moving average is sitting at on Snap. Interesting. So for me, I was hoping that we could hold this 200-day moving average at 63. Um, again, if you like Snap long term, that's a different scenario. I think we can go lower today. I don't know. We are pretty low already. I actually think this is going to be the bottom right here. RSI is pretty much oversold, and we are starting to make some higher highs. So that's what I'll say about that. Move my funds from CRT to BNE. Yeah, Benny could make some moves, and actually this flag is not right. Sometimes you got to remove your flag. Sometimes they extend higher. But we can think of this. Holy crap, what is my computer doing? Appreciate all the subs coming through. Okay, hopefully we're back. Yeah, again, my computer is geeking out. Can you guys let me know if everything's working? Okay, hopefully we're back. Okay, I think we're good. I had that level 2 port pulled up. Even I do have a really strong computer, but sometimes those level 2s, those level 2s can make your computer go crazy. We have a lot of stuff moving, so many orders coming through that I'll just have to take off level 2 on that computer. And hopefully that'll work. Nice. Nice breakout over 1476. There we go. Almost there. Getting close to that breakout level on there. Yeah, that sucks. We almost had 50 people in here. It crashed, but hey, that's what happens sometimes. Hopefully that audio is doing better. You guys let me know if my audio is doing better. Yeah, that sucks. We almost had 50 people in here. Okay, hopefully that works. But yeah, we are setting up a nice. Obviously, we have a breakout over 1475 if we can't get there. It does look pretty good. From fun, here's the problem with a falling wedge. A falling wedge can last for a long time. So I am going to exit. Cool, that's a huge move. Loud and clear. Okay, cool. Okay, I did sell a lot of fun right there. I sold out at about 940, hit my stop loss. I am gonna move over to Benny now. I'm gonna look at holding. I did enter some shares at 15 right here. So hopefully we will do that. Okay. I'm going to take some Benny shares at 15. I like this all-time break right here. We're getting a lot of volume. Broke down on fun on this is our falling wedge. We did break down here, so we can see some further downside extended. So I think fun is over for now. Which one are you talking about? BKKT. So did move over fun to Benny. We'll take a look. BKKT. I'd probably stay out of it. Doesn't look great. Really, really choppy. Not a lot of volume. So going to have to say no on that one. But yeah, I'm going to start a position in Benny right now at 15. I think a lot of the volume's coming back over to Benny right now. We're starting to uptrend, so NXTP. NXTP is okay. I do have a small position. I will be adding on some dips for a swing. Did start that yesterday. Rough market. We did break a lot of support today, but I still think we could see some moves for sure. There's a lot of catalysts coming on that, so again, that's going to be a longer for NXDP. It's going to be a longer hold. There's a lot of catalysts coming out. They're trying to get their app pushed out this quarter, so it's going to be a longer term hold on that. And like I said, I did start a position here at Benny at 15. I'm going to see stop loss of a good stop loss for Benny would be at 1469. Okay. So I think stop for that at 1469 would be decent. And then again, hopefully we can set up another bull flag right here. But yeah, NXTP is going to have to be a longer term hold for sure. There's a lot of catalysts coming out, but we're going to have to. I would literally like to see a push above 250, but that's fine. Nice. So again, got shares at 15 on Benny. Do have another flag starting to form. My computer is being really slow though. Hopefully it's not having too many problems. Still holding 30 frames per second, so should be good. All right, there's a new break right here. When I haven't even looked at the daily chart. I should have done that. I'm gonna try to close out some of these tabs. Close out that tab. Quit that tab. Nice. All right, up at $17. So I'm up $2 in profit on this. So I'm probably going to scale out a little bit. I will scale out a little bit up here at 17. But yeah, it's holding nice so far. If you guys are new, welcome, welcome. If you have any questions, let me know. Is that a halt on Benny? That is a halt on Benny. Cool. Interesting halt. I wonder if fun is still dropping. Yeah. Fun is tanking. Yep. I had a stop loss at 928 on Fun. Entered at 10, sold some at 11, and then I had a stop loss at 928, like I did say. So, I actually made I did make about 28 cents a share. But again, very volatile play. Did switch over to Benny. I got Benny at 15, so we'll see what this can do. Maybe we can. Again, I wish I would have saw this bull flag right here. Wish I'd have get on at 13, but 15 is fine. Hopefully we can hold this level. We did halt up again, so we could see another big halt. We'll have to see. So my fun at 10 was good profit, thinking of moving over. I had some part in Benny. Yeah, like I said, I do have a little bit in Benny right now. I have a pretty good position again at 15. So when I'm looking at this halt up, halts are always very scary. If you guys are in here with me, halts can be scary. Off that halt up, we can either halt up or halt down. We usually see a halt up or halt down. I didn't get a chance to take some of my shares out at 17, so So we will see if we can step up here. We'll have to see on this halt up. I didn't even see what orders we had. sometimes I like to go through these orders. We can go through these times and sales and really see what pushed us up. So look at all that volume. Obviously, people thought this was going to be a halt up. See some really big orders. This is a $100,000 order at 1698. So you'd figure with someone playing with $100,000, they're not stupid. Again, all these 1698s are really, really big orders, and I don't think some of these actually got executed, so we should see some more upside on this halt. But yeah, tons of huge orders on this halt up, so I do believe we will open higher on this. I hope, at least. Cool. If you guys are new, welcome, welcome. Appreciate all the subs coming through. Again, I'm in at Benny at $15. Gonna see what happens. We did halt up, so am interested to see. Did go through the orders. So many bullish flows on there. I still don't think all those orders got executed, but we talk about these. All these stocks have been running crazy. Did find a good sympathy. That's why I didn't find a good sympathy. Some of my followers did. So again. I'm holding this at 15. Not sure where my the obvious stop loss is going to be at probably like 1560 now, or even 1531. I am curious to see if we can halt open higher. It's going to be very interesting to see if we can do. People are asking me about fun. I had a stop loss at 1928. Again, did sell some at 11, so did profit on that trade, about 28 cents on 100 shares. So. Like barely nothing. On these plays, I'm not playing very big at all. There's a lot of potential to move higher, make some really, really big moves. There's also a lot of potential to just absolutely plummet. So I try to, on these plays, I try to, play very, very small. When you're up 500%, 60%, you just want to make sure. What I like to do is I risk off, if you risk off 5% of your portfolio, if you have $10,000, this is my general rule with day trading and swing trading. You risk off 5% of your portfolio, and then off of that 5%, you're risking off 10%. So if you put, no more than 10%, that way you're only going to lose 0.5% of your portfolio on a trade if it goes wrong. If you use tight stop losses, again, I by no means win all of my trades. I might win 60, 70%, but as long as you keep your losers small with that rule and you let your winners run, you're going to see some... you will see your portfolio go up. Even if you lose twice, you lose 1% of your portfolio, and the next play, goes up. You're keeping your stops really, really tight. You're keeping your position size small. That's how you have to be thinking when you trade these names. Because again, 500%, super, super volatile. So you got to make sure that you're holding a good stop loss, a decent average. Oh, there's the halt. Wow, we pushed up to 19 right there. Jeez. Okay. I do think that's crazy. I can't believe we actually didn't halt off of that. Interesting. Wow, all the way up at 19. Obviously, I didn't get a chance to sell. Give me a call. So we're going to see if we can hold this market close. But you got to make sure that you're using half your percent. Use half your percent with that stop loss. That's probably what I would say about that. Sold my fun at 10 was good profit. Let's take a look. Yeah, and we're still working on this falling wedge right here. Usually on this falling wedge, again, if we break down any further, which we did, we could see some downside. Other from that, I'm not too curious what we'll see. Thank you guys for all the subs coming in. I appreciate it as well. We are getting close to 1,000, so I do appreciate it. Oh, another name that I was going to talk about. So one of my favorite long-term names on the growth portfolio, APPS. Had a rough day following Snap earnings. Kind of was a it was a, what's the name? A sympathy play to APPS with all that digital ads and stuff like that. So I did take a serious. Thanks for all the subs coming in. Appreciate it. I do know some of my followers. Again, I do like this. And when we look at APPS again, there's some people in Discord asking me why I'm long about it. Let's take a look at Investors Business Daily. We're going to put an APPS here. For these hyper growth names, when I come down here to EPS change quarter over quarter, 200% in sales. So looking at these hyper growth names, there's a lot of changes quarter over quarter. Sales, anything over 100% would be good hyper growth. And then we'll throw in something like POW, which has a lot of hyper growth attached to it as well. You know, we see up these EPS changes. They're higher and higher every quarter, so I do like to see that. Sure, Bruce, I will give you a call after market close. What is news on Benny? News on Benny, again, same thing with Trump's, what is the ticker, if I can find it? So, I don't know what the ticker name is. Let me take a look. Okay, so DWAC with the same the SPAC manager, the SPAC acquisition manager. It's the same company that they are holding. He owns it, and he said that he wants to take further some of Trump's companies further. And actually, DWAC is still sitting in this falling wedge right here, but we could see, again, if we break this $102 level off this falling wedge, we could see some upside. Yeah, super scary. I don't like playing these names this overextended. Again, if you are going to play these names overextended, you have to risk off a very low percent of your portfolio, and your stop losses have to be really tight, because these names can move very quick either way. I personally, if I do play them, you know, it is fun, you know, sometimes to dip your feet and stuff like this, but you have to make sure you're not risking off much and your stop losses are at a good place, because you know, you could definitely see some big moves up, but you can also see some big moves down. So again, general rule of thumb, you know, 5% of your portfolio, let's say you have $10,000, you risk off 10% of that at 50. So you'd end up losing $50 on the trade out of $1,000 or $10,000 portfolio. That's kind of the general rule of thumb for me, but on these really volatile plays, I'm willing to risk off 2% of my portfolio with a 10% stop, so I'm going to lose 0.2% at the most if I do end up playing that. Let's see, TDAC. Okay. Some people in Discord. Let's take a look. There is some really strong growth names today from my growth portfolio. XP is holding up a lot of relative strength compared to the market. So let's take a look at, if we go to the 1 year, 1 day, we're getting really close to a breakout on XP. XP looks really good if we can break this 54 level, and we do have earnings on 11/2. So last earnings we did gap up about 50%. So we'll be interested to see that. Crazy movers today, though. I also appreciate all the support on the Patreon. I think I woke up to like 3 new patrons today, so do appreciate that. Okay, we are halted back up on this. I'm curious, so we do have a lot of, trying to look for some big orders come through. Nice bounce off of those lows right there. Some super, super big orders coming in. We are getting some $100,000 orders come through, some really, really big. Benny is back. Benny is back and rising. Yeah, Benny's super, super good. Again, I do have a couple of shares at 15. Okay, perfect right there. So I do have some shares at 15, like I did say before. I am going to take off a few shares up here at 17. I'm going to take a few shares off here at 17. Just so I can lock in that profit. Yeah, super, super volatile name, and we actually are getting tons of volume coming in as well. So again, super, super big. You do have some very, very rapid names. RSI is cooling off too, which is good to see. All right. For example, profit. Usually take, for example, Benny. Here is really unpredictable. Yes. So again, you play small. And as a general rule of thumb, I scale out when I'm up money regardless. So even if I'm up $1, so I did, let's say you enter at 15. With these very volatile names, you have to make sure that you are constantly scaling out. So if you're up money, you want to take some shares out, and as you go up. Also, as the stock price does go up, you do want to raise your stop limit up. So say if we're back up at 19 and I have a stop loss sitting at 15.5, I want to raise that stop limit up. So I'm always protecting my shares. And then on top of scaling out shares, you can lock in profits that way. So there's really no magic number to scaling out. Sometimes you can use a general thumb of 10%, but for the most part, it's just kind of I'm going to scale out some here regardless. Elmo in the Discord, yeah, we're coming back up. We actually see we do have a possible flag forming here. A push over 1675 is going to be pretty bullish on here, so I am taking. Hopefully, we can get up there. Still not really seeing any too huge orders on this option or on this flow right here. Would like to see some more moves. I'm sure the dark pool has a lot of moves potentially attached to it as well. Nice. Okay. How much profit do you usually take, for example, Benny here? Okay, I already answered that. Profit, yeah, profit is profit. So if you're up $1 or $2, especially on these volatile names, got to make sure you keep your profit. Again, would like to see a 1675 break right here. We'll see if we can push that up. IWM does look weak today. Cool. Yeah, let's take a look. NXTP looks okay. Some other names. I want to see how NEO is holding up. So I did talk about, someone asked me about NEO. NEO, we are getting really, really close. I do like NEO's numbers on deliveries and stuff like that. For NEO does, for me, we have been filling this bull flag for the last 3 months. Or not 3 months, the last about, year and a half. So as we do seem closer to getting to this breakout zone would be an okay time to add, but I'm still waiting. This chart does still need to mature a little bit. Do you think DWAC will continue to move up next week? I doubt we do. Again, this is a very volatile name. Could we move up next week? Possibly. I think that when I kind of did the math, so this acquisition is valued at 200. Let's see what the acquisition is valued at now with these big moves. I take Twitter for example, and we're gonna do this. So our market cap is $3 billion. When I look at Twitter, I just want to take a look at Twitter, and I'm gonna compare Twitter to DWAC, Twitter stock. So I think what's the market cap? Maybe 100 billion, 80 billion. Okay, so our market cap's 50 billion. So I do think that Trump will be able to achieve a tenth of the followers of Twitter. Let's just go a low estimate of a tenth. So on the SPAC acquisition, you would expect that somewhere at $5 billion could potentially be reasonable. So we kind of are almost there. So I really don't think it depends if we close strong today, but I don't think for the most part we are going to get any strong moves. We will see though. how much? That makes sense. And especially with Prague, looks like it's breaking out. We'll take a look at Prague, and especially DWAC. With these falling wedges can last forever. We could take this falling wedge all the way down to 80. Until we can break over this falling wedge, we're really not going to see any names. Yeah, we'll take a look at Prague. Prague is close to a breakout. We are getting close. Super nice bullish flag forming here on the 1 minute. See how our 5 minute looks. 5 minute looks good. I would love to see, again, I said a $3 break would be good on this. Not interested. $3, we got a lot of resistance up there. If we do hit that, we could see some further upside, but not until there. Yeah, you're welcome, ET. No worries. You got it. So for me, I think that DWAC, we have this strong push after the morning. I mean, we could potentially make some big moves regardless. I just think for me, the risk reward's not there. I mean, we were at $10 yesterday. And for me to even to hold something like this overnight, if you don't have after hours privileges to, trade the whole market, just not interesting. I'm up 150% with 27 shares, so I'm thinking of selling. Yeah, I mean, there's nothing wrong with selling. There's nothing wrong with selling at all. If you're up 150%, take your profits, run. Invest it back into something that's more safe. There's a lot of good names out there on dips right now. Market did pull back, so yeah, take some of that money out and throw it into something a little bit more long term. That would probably be my best advice. Okay. About 9 shares of NXTP today. I'd like to buy more. Do you think I should wait for a dip? NXTP is going to be interesting. So I think for the long term thesis of the company is good. The problem is we did kind of break a lot of our support right here. We had some good support, in this 2-4 range. That's why I was thinking of we did have this really big gap up off of earnings, and we kind of faded that away. So on this, we filled that gap back down at 2.4. If you are swinging it, add a position, but always have cash on the side to add extra. You always want that extra cash in case it does dip. That extra cash will save you if it does dip. We look like, who knows where the bottom is. I mean, we have good support at, about $1.88. We could see some moves. We'll just have to see. Right? Okay. NXTP. Yeah, I'm actually surprised we haven't seen a bounce. A lot of DD on NXTP to be had. Maybe we are curling up here. Again, I'd love to see us over this 250 mark. This 250 mark is going to be big. We're just going to have to look. Just wait. Let's see, Snap. Gee, Snap looks brutal. Again, for Snap, under 55, we still have a long ways to go. Just on this yearly chart as well. Yeah. Snap is very rough. Just sharing another stocks under DAC and Benny is ZGYH. Same, yeah. This whole thing is just gonna be cattle. It might just run. Yeah, that's crazy. So this one ran today just off of that news. Again, I don't. If you're gonna stick with one, I'd stick with DWAC. But right now we're just kind of in this craze with Trump right now. Once that goes away, these will probably fall. We'll see if we can pick up here. We'll see. Yeah, it's crazy, these huge jump ups that they have. I'd probably stay away from all the other CEOs that are holding those. I mean, we don't even. I mean, it's just crazy right now. We don't even know what those companies are going to do, and people are buying these up. They're going up 50, 60%. Kind of ridiculous. We don't even know like what these companies are going to do. I know they're working with Trump. I think that first one, DWAC, does have potential, but again, after this morning, like I said, that $190 range was such a quick jump up. I think that upside from there, probably not. Ooh, we're getting close to possibly breaking out again, but just taking this falling wedge back down. Did want to look at NXTP. I did look at its order flow online. Let's take a look at time and sales. We are holding this 2 level pretty well. Look at all these big buys. So many big buys, and this thing's just not moving. Just not a lot of volume right now. That is for sure. Just sharing another stock similar to DWAC. Wow. Yeah. And I wonder where I think we were close to our 200-day moving average. Yeah, I mean, it was good to see that hopefully we can bounce off this 200-day moving average. We're stuck at, our 200-day moving average is at, 219. So holding this level will be key too. If we can hold this level. But super, super thin chart. I mean, we're just, these little teeny cells are just killing it. Yeah. Like, 200 shares are moving it down 2 pennies. Kind of crazy. Cool. Do you appreciate all the subs coming through as well? Are pretty close to that 1,000, that monetization goal. We are getting very close. Austin Nicholas live stream. We'll see. Do appreciate everyone being here as well. Go back to DWAC. I still can't believe we had 175 this morning. That's ridiculous. And what also is interesting too, I wonder, like, we're almost 1,000% on the SPAC floor. Wouldn't be surprised if we dropped another offering, or not another offering, but if I was the SPAC person in here, I would probably drop an offering at 1,000, up here. It would make sense. You know, 2 to $300 million offering, would not surprise me at all. Okay, someone wanted me to look at Facebook, so we're going to take a look at Facebook. Facebook is interesting. Again, we have this really, really rough patch right here. Earnings are. We already had earnings. See, that's the problem. Earnings, or do we have earnings today? Let me take a look. Think we might have earnings today. Let me take a look. October 25th. So we do have a few days, but we're sitting right back down at our 200-day moving average once again. So as long as we can hold our 200-day moving average somewhere around here, we could be okay. Still a hard name. Curious, I'm planning on. Yeah, no, I'm not looking to get into DWAC. DWAC for me, I think that we probably, again, we are stuck in this falling wedge regardless. So unless we can break this falling wedge, we're not going to see much upside today. We could just sit here and downtrend. So that's our falling wedge line. If we can push above it, we could, potentially make some moves. But regardless, not sure. Oh my. Wow. These warrants are moving quick. So these are warrants. If you're not familiar, these are warrants for Benny, and these warrants are moving very, very quick. Um, Crazy how much these warrants are up right now. Curious to see what warrants would be up. Probably, I don't even know. Probably a lot. Oh, XP is doing well as well today. XP, it's another focus list name. XP, it does look very strong today. I know we had a dip this morning, possibly. Let's take a look. Or have we? No, been holding that pretty well. But no, all these names, I like looking at them, but not interested in getting in any of them at these prices. And actually, DWAC is going to probably right here. We're going to see probably a big downside right here coming in. We just broke this falling wedge, so if I could short, we probably will see some downside coming in since we just did break that falling wedge. Or sorry, yeah, falling wedge. Yeah, probably will see. Um, Funwire tapped. Yeah, all these names are looking like they're probably tapped out for the day. Funwire, yeah, this is definitely Funware is definitely tapped out. Wouldn't be surprised if we dip lower. Same thing with DWAC. Pretty much all the momentum's gone there, so not really too interested. I am not interested at all with these names down here or up here. I would probably say up here instead of down here because these things are up. All right, cool, cool. Couple other names I am, now that those declined. APPS, ooh, APPS was hard, so we had, this huge dip. And this wasn't anything to do with APPS. It sucks that we were all the way at 90 yesterday, but APPS, all Snap has really brought this down. But still holding really, really good on the daily. Still looks fine. And I think we do have earnings. When do we have earnings on this? Okay, 11-1. So those are coming up with there. There will be a lot of bag holders on DWAC, most definitely. I mean, we saw that big rise pre-market. I mean, once market opened, I mean, that's crazy. We go 175 down to 85. We almost dropped 50%, in 1, 2, 3, about an hour. So, yeah, definitely going to be some bag holders on DWAC. BBIG. BBIG is tapped as well. Don't like BBIG. I like the setup when we were kind of rising up here, but we have broken down from a lot from down there. So my opinion is, yeah, I would not try to play, BBIG. Looks pretty ruined down here. Yeah, I do expect this will be another bag holding stock. I mean, again, there was also a lot of people that made a lot of money on this as well. Tons of people made a lot of money on this as well. $10 to 100. I saw some crazy screenshots. Yeah, rip to those bag holders. Yep. Any after hours revival. I think that these names are done. We have broken a lot of these technicals, especially on fun. Fun is definitely, we are so overextended. We're up 600% in the last 2 days. So, not interested. Just join the stream. Thoughts on T? Sure, John. We'll take a look. CTRD. It's not coming up. CRTD. Okay, we'll take a look. CRTD. And hopefully XP starts to pop off. James is holding. One of my followers has tons of shares. We got in at about 37. Holding a lot. So CRTD, again, this was one of those names that we had this big jump pre-market. I mean, absolutely monster jump. If my computer, this time in sales is lagging my computer. We had this big jump, $4 to $8. Now we're almost back down to support. So I believe all these names will just start to fall. Looks like, it's been lived for a couple days. Maybe next week we start to see some kind of pop, stuff like that. But for the most part, these names are going to be over. Actually, Afrim is holding up well today. Another one off my focus list, Afrim, another crazy growth stock, is holding really, really well today. Almost looked like we were about to break out again today, but Afrim, crazy, crazy strength. Wonder what our 1 minute's looking like. 1 minute, yeah. Afrim does look good today. Maybe we see an extension today. We'll see. I would love an update on Fun. I gained, sold, got back in. I was warned, but still holding some. Yeah, Fun I think is over today, Janelle. Fun looks to me like we are breaking down. We start all holding this falling wedge, but here's the thing with Fun. These falling wedges, like we talk about always, can last forever. Here we have a falling wedge right here. Potentially we could see some upside again if we do break out of this falling wedge, but for now, it does look like it's over to me. Sure, we'll take a look at KLIC for growth. Yeah, so for me, probably would stay out. Again, once we can break this falling wedge, that could be a different story. Okay, let's take a look at KLIC. KLIC. Go to the 1 year, see what our growth story is. So yeah, looks like decent growth, an okay looking chart. Let's go to KLIC. Yeah, that's some crazy names. Our EPS last quarter, huge jump. Same thing with sales. So we did have this just kind of random jump. So I'm going to take a larger look at Yahoo Finance. Want to see what our... Let's go to Yahoo Finance, take a look at financials. So yeah, annually growth is not really there. Quarterly, we had a super big jump. Quarterly been doing good. Let's see. Cost of revenue is not terrible. Pretty good margin there. Gross profit, operating expense, all those look decent. Want to look at our... I want to see what our cash flow looks like. Or not our balance sheet. Okay. We do have a lot of assets worth about $1 billion, so that's good. Common stock equity. Total debt, we're not a lot of debt, which is good to see. And not that many shares issued. Only had a small offering back in 2018. Offerings are staying away. What's our market cap? 3 billion market cap, so did have a really nice beat last quarter. Our cash on hand, healthy amount of cash on hand. We actually increased that a lot, so pretty healthy company from the looks of it. We did bounce off of our 200-day moving average, so this looks good. So yeah, solid growth name. The growth story is there. RSI starting to shoot up. We did have a golden cross forming as well. So down here does look like a good spot. Does look like a decent growth name. We do have Fun. We are trying to break this falling wedge right here, so we could see some upside here. We'll see. Fun right now, we do possibly making a reversal. We want to make sure. I think over 9 we could do a little bit. We'll see. Again, huge falling wedge. We could see some upside for sure. We'll see how this falling wedge, if we can hold this. Good, that RSI is shooting back up. There's that 9 pivot. So again, with any of these names, once we break this falling wedge, we do go crazy. So did break this falling wedge here at 862. RSI did shoot back up. So for now wouldn't be a bad time to hold. But the problem is it's like whenever this falling wedge breaks, we see upside. But we saw this falling wedge go $11 back to $7. So looks okay from there. I think obviously the big pivot point here is going to be 1150. Would love to see 1150 hold on that. Damn, I just sold it. Yeah, I mean, it's still very volatile. I mean, we'll see if this even holds. But yeah, that is a nice falling wedge break. And again, I still think that there's going to be more downside to come. That could have just been a random pop off that falling wedge. We'll have to see. Man, I have some people in stock. All good. Yeah, It's a wild one. I would generally stay out. We are on pretty much a downtrend. We'll see what after hours has if we can close strong. Every time I look to get out of plum, it goes back up. Every time I look to get out of fun, it goes. Yeah, I mean, just make sure that you're scaling out if you're up money. For me, I'm not going to play them. Too volatile. Again, an emotional stock, so tend to probably stay out of it for now. Like I said, I made a lot of money on DWAC yesterday. Made almost 70% on DWAC. So here today I tried a couple times. Risking off just a small percent, but I'm still up a lot of money on DWAC. So going to probably just kind of hold it from there. Happy with the profits that I've made, so we'll keep it off it there. Yeah, Benny U warrants are still up there sky high, kind of crazy. Yeah, it is hitting that. We'll take a look. Did have a stop again. Let's take a look at Benny. If we put on VWAP here, I still think this is going to go down. Wouldn't be surprised if we hit 10. VWAP. We'll put on VWAP right here. We'll take a look. We actually broke below our mid VWAP, so that is a little bearish as well. Why can't I rewind on this live? Not sure. Probably can't rewind until I do publish it, but if you want me to go over a chart or something, let me know. We will go over that. What did Benny start? Benny started at 10, yeah. I mean, possibly we have... Nah, that support line doesn't even fall in there. Growth is coming back today. Growth does look strong. I am down about 0.5% on my growth portfolio today, but that is holding strong. Can you take a look at Mark? Sure. Is this Mark Holdings? I feel like I've heard of this. No. Oh, Mark is... Okay, so with Mark again, gosh, these low floats are absolutely tearing it up. With Mark, we have some good consolidation. We're cooled down on RSI. Still holding this like 45 level, which is good. We have a potential over, if we can reclaim this 170 level, as long as we can break out of this flag, but this flag is forming in, they're holding. Yeah, TraderView is good. I can't find crypto on here, but I do look at TraderView a lot. TraderView does look good. I'm in CRTD. The best advice I can give you, I don't think CRTD is going to bounce today. You got in at 9. My best advice, join the Discord. In the Discord, we focus a lot on hypergrowth stocks we also do a lot of risk management. So if you are having troubles, just join the Discord. I'm going to do a couple videos today on risk management, stuff like that, after coming out today. A lot of people I've just seen all over the internet lose so much money. So we are going to talk about risk management. And actually, Mark's getting pretty close to breakout. Looks like it wants it. Risk management is key in the market for everything. You got to make sure that your risk reward is there. So yeah, just join the Discord. Sometimes you got to learn these hard losses the hard way. Are starting to get curled up here. Wonder what Fund's doing. We are holding this. We did break out here on this falling wedge. We are possibly forming a flag right here. Want to see a higher low form right here. So if we can, here's our last low. If we can do higher and then form a new lower, could look okay. I need to watch your risk management twice. Yeah, we will. I'm gonna do that video. There's a reason why, like, for example, the good rule of thumb for me, it depends. But There's no more that I'm willing to risk on my portfolio is 5%. Actually, nice breakout on Mark right here. We'll see if we can hold this. And actually, we're going to make this line. That breakout line was kind of weak for me. There. So yeah, did break out there. Looks okay. I only risk off 5% of my portfolio, and then if you risk off 10% of that, the most you can lose is 0.5%. On these super volatile names, you might only want to risk off 2% of your portfolio. If you use the same rule, then you're only going to lose 0.2% of your portfolio. So there's nothing wrong with trying on these plays as long as the technicals are there, but you want to really make sure that your risk management is backing you up on your portfolio. Wow, nice breakout from Mark. Interesting. Does look decent. And again, for Mark, ideally you would want these ads down here at the bottom support. 1.58 ads would have been looking really good, but yeah, that's got a lot of strength coming in. Wow, tons of strength. And that's the power of technicals. You see that bull flag set up. Even if you were to enter right here, you go 1.6 to 1.8. That's, a 15% gain right now. Didn't end up playing it, but next we have some resistance at 1.88, and then we probably could be going a little bit higher after that as well. Geez, crazy. This stock is crazy. What are our order flows? Interesting. Crazy move over 1.88. You can see we have some resistance set up here, but wow, lots of buys. That's a $100,000 buy right there. See, perfect example of resistance. See if we can break off of that. You guys are new. Welcome. If you want me to look at tickers, you have any questions, let me know. We will go over those. Curious to see if APPS is going to go higher today. It sucks. APPS had so much momentum again. That's one of my multi-bagger plays that I'm in at 15. But a lot of strength from the whole social media sector right now. And APPS does fall into that a little bit. Wonder if ARK is having a good day. Yeah, ARK's down today as well. I always look at the benchmark of ARK compared to my growth portfolio. ARK is down more than my growth portfolio, so kind of a win. I wonder, because Tesla was really close to those all-time highs. Benny seems to be trying higher. Bitcoin looks interesting right now. We'll take a look at. We'll take a look at that. We'll take a look at Bitcoin. I do have some Ethereum, so I do follow that. Yeah, Benny does look like we are putting some higher. If we can break 1283 right here, we have established a higher high, so that looks okay. Let's take a look at the TradingView. So this is where I use TradingView. Someone was asking me. TradingView is a good option. Okay, so we really were close to breakout. I don't really see a triangle. We do see a higher high right here, which is good to see. But for me, Ethereum, we're just holding our same thesis. My problem is we kind of have a double top on that top, but we have a little pullback. Hopefully we can hold this, 458 level. I don't know what that is into actual Ethereum price. Probably like maybe 3,900. Yeah, Bitcoin, Ethereum still look fine. Pullbacks on these names are fine to see. What's up, Patrick? Any thoughts about crypto mining? I like Bitfarm the most, but there is some good ones on there. So BitF. Bitfarm, I do like Bitfarm. The problem is, yeah, Bitfarm actually looks really good. I actually have some of this at IPO. I held it pre-IPO, so I have some down at about $3. But for now, we are holding our support lines relatively well. I think Bitfarm is fine long term. I could take another video on those. I did want to take a look. Hut actually looks really, really good. I wish you would have saw some follow through. I was watching this for a play. We did have this really, really nice cup and handle explosion. All these miners kind of having a rough time right now. Let's take a look what Riot's doing. Riot's looking a little bit rough. I'd rather just buy direct exposure to Bitcoin and Ethereum if you are long on it, but I think Bitfarm would probably be my top play if I was to choose one. Yeah, I would probably say Bitfarm. Any hitting support line anytime soon. Let's take a look. Again, any's hard because all these Bitcoin names have been down. For me, it looks like any kind of has broken its long-term hold right here. When we look at any did kind of break the support line right here. So for any, we are pretty overextended. I probably would say, I don't know, it's hard to say because we could bounce off of this, but for me, it does look like we have broken some support. I know you're in any. I would, if you do come out of any, rearrange your portfolio around a lot of those growth stocks. APPS is on quite a discount right now. Stuff like that. I don't even know if my growth portfolio is up this week. Let me take a look. Let's go to 1 week. Growth portfolio is up 2.5% this week. I was up about 5%, but today has been a little rough. Again, right after this, after I'm live, I'm going to make that risk management video for everyone. SI. SI is another one of my favorite growth names that does follow Bitcoin. Do like SI. Kind of sucks. We have these amazing earnings on SI and we still kind of went down. Benny filled the surge and shirt hoping for a flush to 11. Yep, I'm out. I'm not going to touch these names anymore. Looks like these names, these names, yeah. This looks out of the picture now. Yeah, I know you're any at $3. I would recommend, I will send that growth portfolio into the Discord. Again, growth is, some names like APPS are on some really, really good discounts right now. Growth long-term, hyper growth, make sure, well, we can talk about that too. I'm going to make a video again on really managing your portfolio and risk like that. Again, fun, I think all these names will probably actually drop after hours. Yeah, fun. Unless my whole thesis here is if we did close with some strength, we could run into after hours. We still have an hour, but for my opinion, I doubt that we see much strength come into these names. Especially, I don't think a lot of people want to hold these over the weekend as well. So that would be my thought on here. I wouldn't want to hold these over the weekend. I don't think a lot of people will. So after hours run. Oh, shoot. Okay. Done for the day. Love the stock market, boys and girls. Ari, what did you make? Did you make some good money? How much did you make today? Thoughts on PAGs at these levels? Good growth stock. Oh, we'll take a look at PAGs. Don't know how much the growth from COVID lows. I don't know why we had such a big drop from 54 to 36. That does worry me a bit. What is the stock? PAGs. Okay. PAGs. For PAGs, EPS change and the sales. Sales percent's not there. I want to see EPS and sales over 100% on these growth stocks or close to it, so probably not. Just shy of $3,000. Nice. Congratulations. It's a lot of money. Make sure you put that money back into something good. APPS is on a discount today, a lot of the growth names, but that is sweet. Congratulations. I know yesterday we had a couple good names, but yeah, congrats. That is sweet. Yeah, maybe spend a little bit of that money this weekend, but make sure you're putting it back into some good stuff. It's a lot of money. I made some decent money yesterday on DWAC. Did make 60%. Again, was playing really, really small. I made about a $600, but put that back into APPS today on this dip. So just make sure you're putting that money back into some good places. But yeah, nice. Congrats. Let's see. Picking up some high grade cocaine this week. Yeah, you're welcome. Yeah, man. Maybe spend a little bit, but make sure you're putting that back into some good one. Have a great weekend, guys. Hitting the gym. Sounds good. See you next week. Airy. All right, Benny is crazy down. Is a good support line. It did held, but yeah, for all these names, DWAC, I am not interested in touching. If you are, just make sure you're playing small, I suppose. Or no, definitely make sure you're playing small. Fun had a 500 million trading volume. That's crazy today. So much volume. I almost lost $100. I bet at the wrong time. I messed up with DWAC and Fun. How do you guys find the stock before it blows up? I mean, with these stocks, they were already blown up. It's really hard. Some of the swings you can find when volume starts to change, stuff like that. For the most part, Mitchell Welch. I wonder what Mark is doing. Mark looks... actually, when we talk about a stock that is sitting right at support, Mark looks decent right here, as long as we don't break this trend line right here. So I would wait a bit to see, but again, this trend line's holding really, really well. So anything at this $1.66 to $1.68 looks like a good range. As you say that, it bounces right off. Mark could look good in after hours. If you are going to play this, a good stop loss at about $1.65 would be good, but good risk reward. Look at all this volume coming through right at the bottom of that support line. Mark looks decent right here. Following the support line looks okay. And we are getting close to bull flag breakout. Getting really, really close. A lot of volume coming through here. Want to see more volume, kind of had volume decrease, but really, really big orders coming through here on this level 2. Not level 2, but our time and sales. See what Mark does. Mark will probably be the top name. It has a lot of strength, it looks like. Again, that bottom support line would probably be the place to buy, but looks okay. APPS still has a green candle today. That's crazy. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, just make sure if you are playing this, actually, now that I look at it, a stop of 166 would be a good stop. We'll see what happens. Again, if we do break above, this $1.75 level, we could see another big move. We'll see. Got one. Okay, we are actually getting really, really close to breakout as well. There's our breakout. Looks like if we can hold this 1.8 level, we could do good here. So we'll see. Good afternoon. Can't believe Wish broke down. I sold today for 10% loss. No worries, though. I'll make it back another trade. Yeah, I did exit Wish. Yesterday I did talk about. I did lose 3% on Wish. Yeah, Wish is done for today. Wish is such a hard name. I'm not going to play it again. Such an undervalued name, but it's just very not. I don't like it. AMC. I'm not a big AMC fan or GME. Probably going to have to say no on all of these. Technicals on AMC. We really look like, the only thing I can see, we are sitting right at our bottom of our support line. But for the most part, I'm probably, maybe worth a shot at the bottom of the support with a stop loss at 35, good risk reward, but not a huge fan. But yeah, Mark does look good. Agree. Will not play it again. I do not do it with. Yeah, I do take a look at those growth stocks. It's just hard with the market right now. The swings have not been doing. I haven't done any swings, but swings have not been doing well. IWM's kind of been rolling. I did take some at 1.75 here, as I did alert on the Discord. I did take some here at 1.7. I do want to see. Nice bull flag right there. We'll see if we can reclaim. Would love to see a push over $2. $2 is going to be huge on Mark. Did take a few shares at 1.7. Salam, good swing into next week. Weekly candle staying above 410. We'll take a look. Mark does look good, though. Getting a lot of after-hour love. Probably not. We had this big increase today. As a swing down at this level is possibly, but for the most part, don't really like it. On the 3 week, it does look very healthy on the 3 week. Let's take a look at 1 year, 1 day. Okay. Yeah, don't really like it. Probably not. I know that we're holding, but we had this huge gap up this morning. I mean, oh shoot, is my computer not going to work today? I guess the only possible way I would see is buying down here at $4.02 at the support. Nice. Mark is looking okay. Again, I'd love to see 2 on Mark right here. We'll see. It's hard to... some big orders coming through. RSI still has a lot of room. There we go. 1.9 on Mark. Nice. Love to see 2 here. Nice. Okay, and I got some at 1.7 here, so see. Nice. Nice move on Mark. Again, $2 is a huge pivot point. If we do hit 10, we do have a good chance of hitting that all-time highs. We'll have to look. Looking at our order flow. Order flow, big sells right there, but still looking all right. That's a huge order right there coming through. 1.95. Love to see a $2 break. We still have some RSI to get up there. We're not too overbought right now. Big orders popping up. Can we see a $2 break? Again, I have some at 1.7 right here. I took. If we do break 2, I'm probably going to take out a good chunk. 2 is going to be a lot of resistance, though. Wow, $2.03. Look at that jump. I'm going to take some more off of my position here at 2.03. I'm going to load that up. Cool. Did take off a little bit there. Nice, hitting right at 204. 207, geez, this thing is going. Again, I got some at 1.7, so nice. That is a big increase. Nice. Sell point for Mark. If you are in Mark, I know you're in here with me, Mitchell. Sell out. Sell out. Take some shares. Stop loss is going at new stop loss is at 1.9. Sell. Take some off right here. New stop loss is at 1.9. Because we're up about 25%. I would definitely sell. I did sell a lot up here at 2.3. Again, so I'm going to put a stop at 1.9. But yeah, big move captured there from 1.7. Still good to see some cooling off here, but nice. We reclaimed 2 again. I like to see that. Again, just always make sure you're scaling out. I do have my stop loss at 1.9, so that's about $3 a share. 3 cents a share I made right there, or 30 cents, and then the stop loss will make sure that all my other shares stay in profit. I guess my next target that I'd scale out heavily again is at 2.2 if we do hit there. Do have a good stop loss set up here. Possible bull flag forming on the 1 minute as well. See if we can break that. Yep, while we're up here, we're sitting at this 2 levels. Just make sure you're scaling out if you are in. I am holding several stocks at a loss, waiting for them to recuperate. Would you recommend cutting my loss investing in financial sound companies? Talk to me in Discord. It depends which stocks they are, but yes, cutting your bags and having them. The problem with the market is you should never stress at night. Make sure you're just in quality companies. You're not playing too big on stupid stocks like this, so you can sleep. Do you do option trades on larger cap stocks? Yes, not very often. For example, we made some good money on Nike. Again, Nike, we hit this. I do still have a couple calls that are still in the money. For large cap stocks, when I see them, hit their 200-day moving average, I do usually tend to take calls there. I did the same for Facebook. We are down today, but we did have a big move from 322 up to 344. So yes, on some of those. And then was looking at PayPal, but we weren't able to hold our 200-day moving average. So no. Okay, that's a nice bull flag right there. RSI is decreased a bit. Would like to see a move up here. Would love to see a break over 210. See if we can hold that. I'm going to go grab a Pepsi. I'll be right back, guys. Just subscribe, Mitch. Yeah, you're welcome. Did you scale some out? Were you able to make some money, hopefully? Ooh, would really like to see a new high of the day on Mark. Not saying that it will happen, but is a crucial support for this to hold. Yeah, you're welcome, Mitchell. No worries. Hopefully that play that plays up 30 cents. So 30 cents on $2 is, you know, about 18%. So still holding a few shares left for a bigger move. We'll see if we can get it. Yeah, no worries, Mitchell. You got it, brother. And again, the risk reward comes here. Let's say that I lost twice today and I'm keeping my risk reward. This one trade right here would have put me back in the money. So risk reward is absolutely everything. You just have to make sure that your risk reward is sound. Halts killed me on Dwack this morning. Yeah, halting is it's hard with halts. You know, you get halted up. You can't sell. It's really, really hard. BKKT. Halts are very hard to operate around. It takes a lot of experience and just sometimes luck. I hate to say it. What I like from BKKT is this obviously was an IPO. We did break our IPO range. This first candle on an IPO is our pivot point. We did break above 997, which is a good pivot point to hold for this. Zoom out. Looks okay. We did break that IPO pivot point. Still pretty overextended, but looks okay. Mark just recouped some of that. All right, good, man. Hopefully you're holding a couple, you know. That was a quick day trade, but again, it just... you know, just risk reward, you know. Even if you risk the same amount, you know, you lost a couple times today, you know, Mark could have held you there. So risk reward just is everything when it comes to stocks. Risk reward. Getting close to breakout, but again, is that our breakout candle right there? Above 210, we'll get crazy again. So we'll see. There, nice candles. Let's see some volume come in. All right, I'm going to take a little bit more up, a little bit more off of Mark up here. Actually, yeah, I'm going to take some up here. Wow, here we go. Here's a possible big break. I would love to see that 210 break. Hopefully it'll give it to us. Getting close to that 210 level. Nice volume starting to cut. Volume is starting to come in. People are seeing this flag breakout as well. Over 210, we have a lot of no resistance up, so. Great. Sold too early Prague, and now it's even higher. Yep, Alexa, that sometimes happens. Just be happy with your profits and just look for your next trade. I tend to, if I make a play for the day, if I make money, I step away from that stock. I say, awesome. You know, wins are wins. You know, even if I was to make $5 on a trade, I I honestly count a $5 trade and a $1,000 trade as the same value. It's just winning. You got to small wins are gonna do really well over time. So wins are just fine. Congrats that you did make money though. A lot with the stock market, a lot of it is stocks that you think are going to go lower usually tend to go a lot lower, and stocks that are higher tend to go a lot higher. Let's see a 210 break on Mark right here. Nice. There we go. Monster move right there. Sitting at 213. Again, I'm still holding about 40% of my position. I am looking to scale out a little bit up here as well. So I'm going to scale out about another 10% up here. I'm going to hold 30%. I'm going to raise my stop limit up to 1.95 at that last low. And yeah. Nice moves. Okay, again, I scaled some up here, and now I'm looking at my last low. So this is my last low. So 1.95 is my new stop loss. So that means that I'm guaranteeing myself 25 cents on each share. I would stay away from the Trump plays. Looks like the trend is over. Yeah, we do have a little bit of resistance set up at 210 right here. Actually, no, we did break that 210 resistance right here. We are fine on that 210. Again, make sure your stop loss, you're scaling out. Again, we have some monster profits here. Scale out. Scale out. I don't want anyone complaining that they lost money if they didn't scale out. Scale out, raise your stop loss up to 1.95. Look at this, at these squiggles. Lots of squiggles, huh? I know. There we go, that 210 right there. Please, I would love to hold this 210 mark. Okay, our next resistance is obviously at 215. Again, I'm going to keep scaling out of my position as we go up. I'm going to keep raising my stop limit. This is a great example of a day trade that goes right. You see that I am scaling out. And then, again, if we hit 215, I'm going to scale out more shares. Could it go to $1,000? Of course. Not of course. It could, but I'm going to scale out. I'm going to protect profits, and we're going to keep that. Okay, nice move. Again, nice move right there. We did hit 216. My next scale out point is 220. There we go. Nice candle right there. We got a lot of volume coming in. Bam, loading up a market order to sell some here at 219. Big move. Wow. Okay. Taking some off here at 220. I'm holding about 30% of my position. Holding 30% of my position for a big move. We got all-time high of the day break at 2.3 coming in. Again, scale out. I scaled some at 220. At 230, I will scale some more. Okay, this play is officially up about 30% from entry. Do you think I can remake my money loss? I lost 105. Don't be chasing your losses. Yes, you can eventually make it back. Hypergrowth plays. There's lots of great plays on this channel. So just, be patient. Again, I've been waiting for a play all day. Mark finally I saw some really, really nice moves from Mark. This is where I decided to enter. Nice. I hope I got a lot of people and Mark with me at 1.7. So looking really, really good. Again, scale out. New stop limit is at $2. $2 is the new stop. I'm going to put $2 my two profit. Look, the stock goes up on a day trade going right. I'm going to continue to scale out, and I'm going to raise my stop limit up. So $2 is my new stop. I have scaled out about 70% of my position. But yeah, again, good gains. We are potentially forming another bull flag breakout. A breakout of 226 should send us to all-time highs. Do have a possible cup and handle play forming too. When I'm looking at this, 230, I'm looking to scale out more. Whoa! There we go. Hitting that, we're getting close to this all-time break. This 230, the next big level, and then we're free to run. We're getting really, really close here. I have my finger to sell out. Bam, 232, all high of the day. Again, scaling out shares, scaling out shares, scaling out shares. Bam, 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 bam. Bam, bam, 240. Woo! 240. Okay. Again, Scaling out more at 240, scaled out 5%. I'm holding 25% of my position. New stop loss. Make sure you're scaling out. We are up 40%. 40% on this trade. Make sure you are scaling out. Make sure you are scaling out. Scale out at I scaling out, and my new stop is at 220. Bam. Okay. Got a stop loss set at 220. That was a pretty overextended move. I am scaling out accordingly. Nice. So pretty much $1.07. So that's 75 cents that we made. That's about a 35% gain on this. So again, I'm holding 25% left. I have a stop loss at 2.2. I'm probably not going to worry about scaling out too much now unless we hit some big levels. Yeah, super nice moves from this. That makes up a little bit of all the losses that I had earlier today. And then I will be swinging some of this position size into something else. Very nice on Mark. Love the moves. 2.5 is our next big key level. We do need to see some consolidation right here for sure. I'm hoping to see some of that. Nice big moves. Love that move. Up 40% right now. I just looked. We're up 40% on this. So again, I was playing very small with my stuff. So I was playing about $1,000, but still 40% is $400. I did scale out, so a little bit less than that. So if my stop loss hits it here at 2.2, that's fine. That's still a huge move. So there we go. There's my stop at 2.2. Got triggered. I actually got out at 2.19. So sweet. I am out of this trade at 2.19. That's why we have that stop loss at that last low. So yeah, perfect. We'll look for the next. Do you think something like Dwak and Fun will happen again? Wow, that's a big move up. This thing could grind higher and higher. That's a nice reset on RSI right there. Did raid a lot of those stop losses. For me, I'm out with my 40%. I don't want to touch it anymore. So even if it dips, I'm not looking for an entry. Good stuff. Nice. I got in market at $1.77. What's up with this play anyway? Not sure. I just follow technicals. Just follow technicals. If you're in, make sure that you're scaling out. Please scale out some of your position. Let's go. Nice play. That's what I needed. And again, we could extend higher today, but for me, I already made my profit. So I'm happy. Let's go. Nice. Again, I think that we could be overextended here too. Not sure, but I'm out. So that is good. What is the difference between EMA? Standard moving average and exponential. I like the EMAs better. They're exponential. I figure that they follow the moving average. Standard moving average, exponential. I like exponentials better. That's what I follow. Cool. Again, we finally, when we're on this uptrend, we have all these higher highs set up. As soon as we have a lower low, which was right here at 220 right here. So that's where I decided to exit. Again, could this chart run more? Sure, but I'm out. Happy with those gains. No more re-entry. Nope. When I play a stock for a win, I don't touch it again, man. That's just me. I'm happy with my wins here. They're going straight back into APPS. APPS, perfect timing. Got a little bit of a dip on APPS, my favorite long-term growth stock. Going to swing this back into APPS right now. Again, this thing is parabolic. It could extend higher. It could make another all-time high of the day, but EMA, they're still the same thing. You just have to look at the EMAs at shorter or higher time frames. Sweet. If you do like the content, Discord is below. Also, Patreon. If you do like the content, you want more, if you've ever made money, consider that as well. That's the third day in a row that we've caught a monster move. Yesterday, we caught a 60% move on Dwack. The day before, we caught a 35% move on, actually, it was like a 30% move on NXPT. And now we just caught another 40% move on Mark. So, yeah, that's crazy. Again, I did lose a day trade today, but with my risk management, I already made it back plus 5 times more. So that's why risk management, you're not going to win all your trades. But for the most part, I'm up money today. And again, right now I make money on day trades. Bam, going right back to my hyper growth portfolio. That's all there is to it. Right back to my hyper growth portfolio that APPS took a dip today. We're going to add some more shares. So cool. I got myself 6 extra shares in APPS, so love to see it. But yeah, usually if I make a nice day trade, don't re-enter the stock. I've had a lot of problems with, a lot of times it happens is I make a lot of money on a day trade and I immediately lose it right when I enter. So for me, not wanting to do that. And I actually had the chance to enter down here at 1.6, didn't, but still great play. I made $8 on Quick Mark. You're welcome. $8 is $8. I mean, shoot, $8 is a nice meal. So yeah, $8, $8. I mean, that's sweet. Love to see it. And again, I do recommend, as you get more comfortable, someone like me will play with a bit more position size than someone who just started. As you learn fundamentals, how stock prices moves, you can slowly up your shares, your position sizing. But until that happens, got to make sure you play very, very low. Cool. Take a look at fun. Oh, not innovators, equity. We don't want that. Thanks for all subs coming in. Appreciate it. Yamco. Again, Discord is below. And on this channel is all about risk management and protecting gains. So, other people might have let that run, all the way $1.7245. They would have had better gains than me, but I'm all about protecting those gains. Actually, we are curling up on fun as well. I'm not interested to enter, but if you are in here, $1.0943 would be a breakout on the minute. And again, when I alerted this play, the first thing I looked at, I entered at 1.7, but not that I entered at 1.7 was that big of a deal. I had my stop loss at 1.65, so automatically. Looks like Mark is done. We're out of steam here. We might see a bounce at 1.97, but that play is done with. Congratulations if you made anything. Maybe we can see if we have another good setup coming. Yeah, swing. Put this back into APPS on this dip today. And now we are done with that. Okay, good. Elon Musk tweeted about Doge. Of course he did. Trading. Nice. I am so glad we caught that play. That was much needed for my mentality today. Very, very nice play. There's the Doge pump. He adds $2 billion onto the market cap from one tweet. Interesting. I put my gains into APPS and more. Nice, nice. Great spot to buy APPS. Remember, a lot of other growth names out there, but APPS is just down today. That's why I've been saying APPS. Lots of other ones that do look good. And then another one of my long-term names that I really like is POW, but POW has not been doing what I've wanted. POW still looks good, but POW actually looks okay, but we'll see. The only growth stock that I'm not up on this quarter, unfortunately, is DMTK. And DMTK, we're getting really close to Q support. One of my favorite growth names. This is the only one this quarter. All of my other growth stocks, I'm up, the last, few weeks, I'm up, 17% on APPS, 20% on XP, 18% on Atherim. All these names. DMTK has been lagging behind, but still like this. It really needs to hold 30 for me, though. If it doesn't hold 30, I might have to cut that. What did you scalp? I bought Fun at 188 yesterday. That sucks. We just got done playing Mark. We went Mark $1.70 to 245. Well, I took my last scales out at 240, so we'll call it 240. $1.07 to 240. Again, this is an absolute beauty of a setup right here. I couldn't ignore it. When we're talking about fundamentals, I'm really carrying a chart. When I look at this, I go down to my here, and we had this perfect bull flag form in. As soon as we broke that, I bought some down here at 1.7. We broke out and started scaling accordingly. Okay. Very good. But good shot, Mark. Yeah. Laugh on my. Do you mean that sucks? I didn't sell them up three. Bruh, if you're up 370%, sell, bruh. Sell. Lock in those gains. I would at least sell half and then let the other half ride. But if you're up 300%, man, that's amazing. I made it free. Oh, you made it free? You already sold off half? Yeah, I don't think any of these Trump names are going to rebound, in my personal opinion. I don't think any of these Trump names are going to make any big moves today. Just don't see it coming. And we might have, again, I'm not going to play this stock again because I already made money, but if I do look at the trend, this 1.81 level is the last spot to hold. We look at we have some really, really good support here, but we just broke it, so this play is done with. Maybe we have a second chance, but over with that. Yeah, with after hours plays that usually run like that, we usually see a build up. We usually want to see a lot of momentum come into that. A lot of momentum. We have no momentum coming into after hours, so I doubt we see anything huge. All right, APPS. Nice. But you guys see how volatile, that's why you play, small positions on these volatile stocks. We went 245 to 176 really, really quick. Really, really quick. Maybe we claim this $1.81 level again. That'd be huge, this $1.80. Thanks for all the subs coming. Appreciate it. Do appreciate that a lot. Alfred, thank you. And you get to see your... all right, we really did reclaim this. We did reclaim this support line right there. So I'm not gonna enter it, but if you played again, if I was gonna play this, I look for my risk reward. So I want to, you know, my obvious stop would be at $1.73. That's about an 8% loss. So, you know, not a terrible risk reward if you would to buy right here and then aim higher. I'm not going to because I already played. Not going to play it twice. Usually ends badly for me, but we did reclaim that support line. Could have a possible bounce off here, potentially. Got it, yeah, 46. I top ticked it, but yeah, made that free too. Hell yeah, good games. We love to see it. Sometimes I should listen to my own thinking, but still already made money. So even if this goes to $5, whatever. That was a nice exit. It dropped right after you took profits. I appreciate it. Yeah. Pretty easy to see what happened here, right? Usually when we play these, you know, these really quick day trades, we want to see higher highs. So we entered right here, higher highs, higher highs. But as soon as we broke this higher high at 2.2, that's where I sold. So, you know, usually that's why I have stop losses because I don't just say 2.2 for a reason. Once we break this 2.2 level, that's a new low confirmed. So that's where I exited. You know, just back to basic technicals. We'll take a look at comms, but yeah, you know, should have I taken maybe some shares right here? Possibly, but I don't play a stock twice, like I said. Would have already been up 5 cents, but not interested. And of course, it's going to go to $5 now. Wow. But, and then again, I didn't play this, but look at this. When we're talking about, wow, $1.92, maybe I should have taken shares, huh? We look at this, our support line, we bounce off every time. 1, 2, 3. History repeats itself. Of course, it's going to bounce off the 4th time. You know, it's a good risk because, you know, sometimes it will bounce off the 4th time. So that's why I even mentioned saying something right there at that support line. Didn't take it, but that's cool. Robin, sure, we'll take a look. Comms still going. Yeah. Ooh, yeah. Looks okay. We are starting. Honestly, if we can break above 939, we could be bullish. But if we do break this 868 support, we are going to fall quite a bit. Damn, I should have taken some shares. Ugh, whatever. I'm glad with what I won. That's not comms. That's comms. I see. FOBs, we had this big pop. My problem is I would not enter. It seems like these pops get sold off really quickly. We see it here, here. We see it here. So not interested. Seems like a very, very, very low volume. We already are losing volume right here. So I would expect this to come back down to 1.3s. We'll see if I'm right. Another tag of the support line there, crucial support. GMPT, sure, we'll take a look at GMPT. GMPT. So for GMPT is not coming up. GPMT, okay. GPMT. Okay. So we're going to want to see that it holds up well. Yeah, it does hold up well. We want to look at the weekly. Weekly does hold well. We're still not even to COVID lows, but it looks like a solid chart. It sits there and holds. I will give you a better idea, though. GPMT stock. I have a better idea for you if you're looking at dividends. I cannot spell. So, looks okay down here. Obviously, wanted to buy, you know, down at $2 would have been absolutely crazy. Good dividend, but it looks like it has held up for the last since 2017. I do want to look. So it looks like on average we do fall about 1% on here a year. So we only are making 6.5%. If you're looking for dividends, I would suggest QYLD, global covered share. This stock, it's not going to show. This stock pays 11% dividends. 11% and over, you know, this is from 2015. It looks like we lose about 1.5% a year. So there's about a 10% yearly dividends on QYLD. So I would suggest QYLD, dividend monster, if we are looking for dividends. I do not hold QYLD, but if you are looking for dividends, I think QYLD would probably be your best bet. Although that other stock does look just fine as well. With dividend stocks, I like a long history that doesn't fall that much, and it also, yeah, QYLD pays 11.5. So, and you know, if you're really looking to enter a dividend stock, you're gonna want to buy on dips. That's the goal there. And you know, we kind of are on a little bit of a dip right here. So QYLD add-on dips, great dividend stock for long term. Yes, Robin, you're welcome. No worries. There, nice bounce off that support line once again. Yeah, do have a second leg right here. I just think that these pops get sold really, really quick. MACD is almost touching down here, so don't think there's going to be much more in here, but I could be proven wrong. You know, oop, that thing just lags my computer. Time and sales. There we go. Fun holding PM. Yeah, just calling it out. Yeah, not to PH. Not interested in fun as well. All these Trump names, I just don't like the setups right now. We've lost a lot of momentum. Look at this big volume decrease. Not a lot of volume, so I'm not really interested anymore at these. You know, again, I made a lot yesterday. I don't really want to play them again. Unless if the graph shows a technically good spot to buy, that's a different story. But when I'm looking just at technicals, it's not looking great. Wow, big move up on Mark. Again, the support line's playing a very key factor in this stock, as they usually do. That's why I really use support lines on these stocks. NXTP is moving up a little bit too. Good to see. Yeah, 2 break on Mark again could be big. That 2 is going to be a big pivot point both ways for downside and long. There you go. Fun broke down. Again, we talked about this level right here, this 8.67 level. We broke down from there, so do expect some further downside. What was that Divi player? QYLD. Yeah, was that? Yeah, QYLD. It's the covered shares. Yeah, I used to actually hold QYLD. It's a great, QYLD, you obviously want to buy on dips. If you can, if next market crash, if you can seriously load up on, if you were able to get, QYLD at, $18 or, all these little dips, this thing really is only, going down about, 1.5% a year. And it covers 11%. So I think that's one of the best dividend giants out there. What do you think about Beanie? All these Trump stocks, Benny, they're all going to be, in my opinion, I think that they're going to be going down. Tried playing them a couple times today, didn't work out, but we did make all of the money back on Mark. But for me, not interested, especially going into this weekend. No one wants to hold over the weekend. So, again, could it rip to 20? Could it rip, 100%? Sure, whatever. But I'm just saying that they're very, very, very overextended. They've lost of steam. They've lost a lot of steam, so I'm not very interested from what I see. But yeah, QYLD, great dividend stock. Makes you much. Actually, could beat S&P. S&P is 9.6% year. QYLD is about 10%, so it does beat S&P, and it is guaranteed. Nothing is guaranteed in the market except dividends, guys. QYLD will pay a dividend regardless if the market's down or up. So, dividends aren't even necessarily, set in stone, but for the most part. Yeah, I'm sure some people got trapped in fun today. Probably a lot of people. Do feel bad, but also, when you're buying up a stock that's up 1,000% on a day, you tend to not feel so bad. Right. Getting close to market close. If you guys got any questions, let me know. Appreciate all the subs coming through YouTube. We've actually been live for quite a while today. Might as well just tank it out to market. Thanks for all the subs. As I just say that, appreciate it. What's up, Daniel? If you guys are, Discord is below, stuff like that. I do have a Patreon as well. That's just extra content. Benny thoughts? No. For Benny... Benny needs to break 1157 before we might see an uptrend. We want to have a higher high, but I feel like we won't. If we can, have a higher low, what we want to see is high. So this is a higher high a higher low right here. If we can make another higher low right here, we could be good, but they're very, very overextended in my opinion. I don't like the risk reward anymore, so I am going to stay out of them. Do you think Snap will rebound? Offering on Mark. I mean, maybe. I wouldn't be surprised if Mark did have an offering. Let's see what our. I mean, this looks like a pretty offering graph to me. These big spikes. Would probably say, yeah, an offering is definitely. But I don't really care. I already made my money and I'm out. So thanks, Mark, for the free cash. Do you think Snap will rebound? It depends. I'm not. I think Snap. Let me take a look. Sorry. With Snap, the thing is are you long about this company? If you like this company overall, again, something like Facebook that has dropped so much. I didn't look at the earnings, but if you like Snap and if you look at the earnings and they're really not that bad, not a bad spot to that, but we're down 30% if you like it overall. I always look back to my blue chip portfolio. Dips on Facebook like this, I love to soak up. If you like Snapchat long term and you think it will recover good, but for I don't know. I mean, definitely could see a rebound. It's kind of hard. I need to look at the earnings reports and see why they dropped that much. It's Yeah. If you think over time Snap will come back, then buy the dip. I'm not saying I am or not, but that's up to you because I'm not going to be holding Snap, so you have to make your own decision on that. But if you're buying anything you're long on, 30% discount. POW is just a hyper growth stock. Nothing really too much to it. Other than that, I don't know what OLN is. OLN, wow, that's a nice growth stock. OLN, I'll take a look. Yeah, I don't see any. Okay, last quarter this fits for a growth stock. These numbers are really really good. POW is better, but super healthy chart. And we look at this. Obviously we're gonna need a pullback here, but actually nice breakout on this weekly breakout is there. Another strong growth name. When I look at here, we usually seem to hit the support a lot. So if I could buy back down in like the 51s to 52s, that's probably where I'd be looking. Does any look like hit resistance and bounce? Let's take a look. A little bit. I want to see. I mean, really, this trend line I was looking at, but resistance is down at 561. It did bounce a little bit today. I really would like to see it back over $7 though. $7 is going to be key for it. Looks okay. DWAC got wrecked, did it? I mean, oh yeah, DWAC got wrecked. Get wrecked. I mean, not yet. I mean, we're just like I said. Okay, here's another key point that I talked about today. A falling wedge can last forever. What is a falling wedge, you ask? Okay, let me show you. Falling wedges can last forever. So this is a falling wedge. We have this channel that we're just falling down. We obviously cannot break through support and resistance. We cannot fall through. These falling wedges, I swear, I have seen go from $100 to $2. So until this top resistance line gets broken, I do not want to enter. So, I mean, a falling wedge can indicate a reversal, but it's only going to reversal until it actually reverses. Okay? Wonder, holy shit, I just got in what happened to F-Cell. I don't like F-Cell and Okigen. Okigen actually looks good. NXTP, we'll look at probably not native. With NXTP, I'm swinging. I do have an average at about 240. I did cut a little bit off of that today. NXTP, the problem is there's a lot of catalysts coming out, but there is a lot of catalysts. It's just going to be one of those swings that takes a while. So I'm going to slowly add into NXTP over the next few weeks. Still not done. I did have, I have a little position, but nothing crazy. NXTP is fine. SNDL. I don't like FCell though, too much. We did have some. We'll look at that. Falling wedge on. I mean, not really. This is pretty bad. I would not say a falling wedge. And then FCell. I would say, yeah, FCell. We definitely broke our support at 770. So I don't like FCell, but we did break out of this. But we're back in here, so we could see $5.80 hit. Com still running. Yeah, I mean, okay. Could run, could not. I mean, not interested in playing it. Let's see. CLF. If it loads. Don't like this. Oh, wow. That EPS percent change last quarter was crazy. Really, really crazy. Sales was really, really crazy as well. That's a really, really good growth stock. Let's take a look at profit margins. Let's go to financials. Yeah, so yearly we're doing pretty good. Quarterly, we had a massive jump last quarter on EPS. My problem here, this is where the problem lies. The cost of revenue is pretty expensive. But yeah, we have been beating earnings a lot. Does look solid. We did have a chance at this 200 EMA bounce to really buy. This 200 EMA would probably be where you wanted to have bought, but I do think we'll see a pullback. But yeah, another growth name that looks really good. Again, that 200 moving average would have been the great spot to buy, but missed that. Yeah, Mark is completely done. Mark broke this. Mark's got a little bit of support left at this 1.73. If it breaks that, it is done. Seeing if it might have grinded into after hours, but we'll see. VIX is all the way down today too. That's crazy. For market, those look decent. All right. See if Mark can reclaim this. For Mark to be bullish, it's got to reclaim 1.9. I'm not interested in playing it though. But I do like to look at graphs. Sometimes you just look at graphs, make a guess, and if you're right, you're right. You don't even have to play it, but you can do free trading too, which is a good option as well. Off halted crazy candle. Bistro May is approaching them. Let's take a look at off. Nice. And I know I was following this stock. Yeah, off crazy candle. Look, decent looking chart as well. Don't play it. Not interested, but nice. Big put. I'm looking at some big some sweeps on stocks. Been talking about BBIG. Do not like it at all. But big put just got put in place. Huge order. Looking at some of the options flows as well. I can show you guys too if you are interested how to look at options flow. Is there a good VIX for Nasdaq? No, but there's not a the VIX. The VIX is obviously it's related to S&P. It's called the Fear Index or the you know it calculates put to calls. I'll be turning on Monday for some trades. Have a good week, man. You too, Mitchell. Glad you made some money. Join the Discord. Join the Discord. That'll help you out a lot. Is there a good VIX for Nasdaq? There's not, but they usually do follow each other as well, for the most part. But for us looking in for that, the next 2 months are usually pretty good for the market, and the VIX is making new lows, staying under 15. So the market does seem like we are in shape. Sometimes I will use the VIX. I use the VIX a lot. Even I use some hedge. I love the UVIX to hedge. UVXY is a good hedge. Some stuff like that. But no, there's not one correlated with the QQQ, unfortunately. VIX just calculates the standards and poor. Why am I putting S at PN? No, I was like, SPY's up 1% today? No way. Okay. Look like we could be topping out on SPY too. Do I want to buy some puts? I don't buy puts on calls, but we look like we could possibly be making a rounding top. No to KPLT. I have looked at that. We'll look at the graph again. I haven't looked at it in a while. Been saying I've been bearish on this since about ever now. Don't like KPLT. When I look at this chart overall, it looks very gross. We're just downtrend, downtrend, downtrend. I don't buy stocks that are just on the daily or weekly that are trending downwards. Catching a falling knife is hard to do. So I would say no. I did look at earnings. Earnings suck, unfortunately. Not a big fan. Mark is still holding. Whenever I think it's going to die out, Mark comes back. Again, I already made my money, so I like watching it though. Going back to these charts and even saying, oh, I would buy here and then seeing what happens. Good practice. But anywhere along that support line looks like it is holding. MMAT's good. MMAT's earnings are good. The problem with MMAT is this chart kind of sucks. Well, actually, not really. I mean, we had some big run-ups from about 5 cents. Still a kind of healthy chart. Take a look. MMAT. Meat. Yeah, so when I look at here, our growth rate last quarter is crazy. EPS isn't there, but yeah, growth rate looks good. Looks decent. Chart is a little choppy. I love to buy, growth stocks that are, something like this that's trending near its, 52-week highs. Celsius is doing the same, not this one. So nice for Mark, actually, claiming that. Sure, we'll look at ESEA. ESEA, wow, that's a really, really strong growth name that actually looks like from the chart. We'll see if it's backed up. Wow. EPS huge. I want to see that sales higher, but fits the category perfectly and made one of the best looking charts I've ever seen, actually. ESEA stock. That's what I'm talking. I like to buy growth stocks that are on a positive uptrend. I mean, I've made money. I've made APPS $15 to 100. Like, I know how to find growth stocks, but this is really, really strong. I want to see our profit margin. Here's where the problem lies. Really, really nice quarter to quarter, huge. But the problem is this profit margin. Actually, this profit margin last quarter really improved. So yeah, really, really strong growth. Profit margin a little bit, but if I was to buy here, and I actually like this stock, I might take a look. I might add that small position. I like those numbers. Ideally, we would love to, buy some down here at third 26s, but again, we did have a nice dip. We are starting to curl up. MACD is curling up on the 1 day, so we could see another move potentially. Do like that. Okay. CEI, I don't like CEI. Super overvalued, very choppy. Broke a lot of key support today. 20-day 1 hour. Again, I said this been saying this a lot. Under $1.65 bearish, over $1.83 bullish. We do have a little bit support here left, but for the most term, I do believe that is bearish. Nice. One of the names I am swinging that I have been accumulating today, we are curling up a little bit. Did see 220 there, but looks okay. Looks like we're at least basing out a little bit. Let's go. Yeah, ECA looks good. A lot of catalyst for this name. Fun note. I think all the Trump names are over. Not really a big fan. Wow, look at this order. Holy cow, what is this order? Oh, 1,700. Oh, 11,000. Big hit. Big hits coming in after hours. Love that. This is another one that I'm swinging. I got an average at about 230 now. Little rough. Had a bad day, but I am swinging NXTP. Good to see some good hits coming in. Ugh, big sell, but I think that'll have some upside. Yeah, all the Trump names, stuff like that, not... I think we've lost the momentum. Okay, let's see how we close at least. Not a... we're holding this okay. Not interested, though, to be honest. Beanie is touching 150 mini breakthrough. Yeah, all these names, I've been saying this for the last few hours now. I'm not interested. We are kind of trying to break out here, coming into close. Let's see what our time and sales are showing. Big orders coming through. Yeah, maybe this does have a lot of momentum. We might see a little bit of a push after hours. We broke some key resistance right here. So this one does look okay, but still not interested in a position. Does look okay, though. Cool. Yeah, it looks like we have some strength into after hours. I'm just staring there at the level 2, seeing if any big hits come through, but still not interested. I already had a big trade on Mark today, so I'm done with the day trades. Mark paid me nicely, rotated that back into APPS, so that's where I am with that. But getting a little bit of strength. Maybe we see a push up a little bit in after hours, but still looks pretty slow. Okay, nice. Growth did take a nice APPS. Damn, this thing is just dipping, right? APPS did dip into after hours quite a lot. I wonder what Snap is. Let's see what Snap. I bet Snap dipped too. Let's take a look. Yep. Nothing wrong with APPS. Love the stock, but Snap is dipping, so is APPS. Oh, too much time in sales for my computer to handle. OPTT. I remember I traded this stock back in the day. Don't like this chart overall. Would stay out of there. Not a big fan. Prague looks decent. We have a breakout over 357. We are starting to make some higher highs on the daily. Doesn't look bad if you have a stop loss, a stop loss at the last low of, 227. But Still not too interested, to be honest. It's because I bought APPS. I dip more. Yeah, APPS today, rough day, but there was nothing that happened with the company. It's just because Snap was dipping, but I do think APPS will have a strong bounce back. And again, APPS is up 40% this month, so you need to take that with a grain of salt, I believe, as well. What are we going to close? Okay. Wow, 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 wow. Big hits after hours for NXTP coming in. We got $100,000, so about a $2 million buy right there. $2 million buy right at the end of the close. Love to see that for the swing. Nice. And we close at 2.2. Huge buy coming in. Wow. Massive buy. Someone's confident over there. Take a look at it. Big boy buy for sure. Yeah, you're welcome, Adam. Is this Aerial Acquisitions? What is this? Aslet Home International Inc. Okay. Again, we've been downtrending for so long now, not interested at all, to be honest. Big boy buys. Cool. That will be it for me. I hope you guys enjoyed. I need a shower, and then I got to go head to school. I need to go do some stuff at school. I need to do some stuff. Let's see, what time is school open? Nice. Okay. So, well, if you got a few more questions, let me know. We'll answer that. Appreciate all the followers joining the Discord. PBTS. Again, don't like this at all. Just been downtrending for so long. Not a fan. But yeah, if you guys enjoyed, thanks for being here today. If not, we will be live Monday. Expect a risk reward. Nice hits on APPS after hours too. Huge buys. $8 million buy there. There will be more video. I will post a risk reward. Thank you. You're welcome, Dwight. Have a good one. Thank you, Janelle. We'll post a risk reward video tonight. Look out for that. Make sure notifications are on. Yeah, this week, NXTP. Although NXTP is down, so yeah, see you back, Robin. Not on NXTP, people. We did, I am down a little bit on my average, but again, I did sell. I bought in here at 240 and sold at 337 earlier this week. So I still am up personally at NXTP. Growth portfolio is up about 3% this week. We did have a hit today. Had about 3 great day trades this week, all over 30%. So, yeah, pretty good week for the bullish trades community. Obviously, growth could have been a little bit better, but that will come next week. But anyways, I'm off to go shower, and then I got to go head down to school. So, yes, it's crazy. The stock, we're at 221, right? And a 5,000 order gets us down to 217. Ridiculous.